S26 Ultra is going to get the big updates, but the S26 lineup is under a big shakeup next year. Although S25 Ultra is at a big discount, which you can avail from our prior lister in this video. Now lately we were talking about the new processor for the S26 Ultra, which was Snapdragon 8 Elite 2nd generation, but there was another source suggesting a return of Exynos 2600 in Galaxy S26 series. Now recent report from Korean media actually confirms the number of yield of a new Exynos 2600, which all depends on whether we are going to see Exynos processor or Snapdragon processor. According to industry sources online, Samsung Electronics is putting all of its effort into improving the yield. Samsung Electronics' current 2nm semiconductor yield is known to be in the 40 to 50% range. Normally, when the semiconductor yields exceed 60%, it is evaluated as a level where mass production is possible. The mobile processor Exynos 2600 that Samsung Electronics planned to produce through the 2nm process is expected to be installed in the smartphone Galaxy S26 series, scheduled for release next year. Now, they didn't confirm either S26 or S26 Plus or S26 Ultra, but we are expecting Samsung will only go with the S26 and S26 Plus. And S26 Ultra will going to feature a 3nm Snapdragon 8 Elite 2nd generation, and even the performance on Snapdragon 8 Elite 2nd generation is more than Exynos processor. Although S25 Ultra is right now at a discount, which you can avail from a prior listed in this video. Apart from this, a while ago there was a source who actually confirmed the display of S26 Ultra. It is too early to talk about the S26 Ultra, I know, but the source confirmed the actual look of S26 Ultra with almost 98% accuracy. This is the first look of Galaxy S26 and the Galaxy S26 Ultra. Did you guys notice anything? Both looks the same as S25 and the S25 Ultra, but you can only see the difference if you put them side by side. So here's the difference between S25 Ultra and S26 Ultra. Looking at the top, it says same frame as S25 Ultra but a bit thinner display bezels, and you can actually see the difference in the bezel size. Same goes for the Galaxy S26 and S25 base versions. Now, according to the source who leaked these images, Samsung will retain the current S25 series thinner frames in the Galaxy S26 series but with the thinner bezels. 98% accurate bezels look. This doesn't seem like a huge update compared to the S25 Ultra, although my internal source also confirmed about the thinner bezels is coming next year with the Galaxy S26 Ultra. Also, the performance numbers are out for the S26 Ultra. Samsung's lineup is always at the front when we talk about Android experience, and this time we got a news about the Snapdragon 8 Elite 2nd generation, which will be featured in the Galaxy S26 Ultra. More on Exynos 2600 later, but according to the source, GPU independent cache increased from 12 MB to 16 MB. Early setting performance increased by 30%. That's a massive jump from Snapdragon 8 Elite, which is already too powerful compared to the competition. Not only this, second generation self-developed CPU architecture increased by 25%. This is a normal second generation Snapdragon 8 Elite. Samsung will add Snapdragon 8 Elite 2nd generation made for Galaxy, which will even increase the performance on S26 Ultra. Not only performance, it will also be more efficient compared to the previous generation. Now, the source further added support for a newer generation high-speed LPDDR5X or LPDDR6. Not sure about the memory technology, but according to the previous sources, we may expect a 16 GB of RAM option in S26 Ultra, since now even base models have 12 GB of RAM. On this note, if you find value from this video, then give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time. Till then, peace out.